Do, 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 do. All right, live chat's up. Let's see. Uh, Yo, mercenary, what's up? Yeah, like I'm waiting for Rex to come in because I tried to message. I tried to message him like to see if he's still up for stream because I haven't heard from him, and like I don't know, discussions, like the discussions tab on YouTube, it it really should give notifications for when somebody replies to your comment, because it does make it all the more difficult to get into contact with somebody or actually discuss this, that, and the third. I mean, it's a freaking discussion tab, for God's sakes. But anyways, I commented on one of Rax's recent videos to see if he's still joining in on the stream. So because like honestly, like I asked him like in one of the discussions that like if he has any like other platforms like a Twitter or Discord that I can get in contact with him just so I can give him the stream key. But I don't know. I don't know. If he, so I'm just waiting to see if he'll join in chat or and then like want me to add him so that way I could just send the stream key, and so on. So yeah. But welcome to the stream. So this week's chapters, they were something. Let me freaking get up. Let me get chat up in here. Where is it? Just bandwidth, auto HD. Okay. Seems like everything's good. Actually, let me freaking put things in chronological order. Like of what to talk about first. Okay. Like, I mean, at the moment, since the stream, since the stream just started, like we could talk about anything essentially. Like, we can talk about the latest One Piece chapter, Black Clover. Like, we could talk about Kimetsu no Yaiba because it seems like we're finally focusing on Giyu, which has been like a long time coming. Like I'm like really happy that we're finally gonna start focusing on Giyu. Actually, mercenary, are you able to we like if I send you the key, would you be able to join the stream? I mean, we could just talk about it like that rather than me just having to read the read each comment, or can you not? I think my stream is delayed by a couple seconds. Okay. Damn, that sucks. All right. Yeah, we'll just make do with this. It is what it is. But yeah, this week, like I'm waiting for the New York Kimetsu no Yaiba chapter, but I thought Kimetsu no Yaiba, when it came to finally focus on Giyu, it's just been a long time coming, and right now, like it's the calm before the storm. So essentially, when it comes to what's going to go on from here on out, I do believe that as his training is going to continue, like Giyu, I think he will be able to awaken like and get the marks. Um, but of course, it's gonna take Tanjiro to do it. Because it seems like when it comes to the marks like that Tanjiro had, because it all stemmed from him, and then like it just reached on out because he's a descendant of Yoshi. It was Yoshizumi or Yoshishiro. I think that was Tanjiro's ancestor's name, who was Upper Moon's one, who was a friend of Upper Moon one. But basically Tanjiro, he does have the power of the fire god, the breath of the fire god. And I remember like in the series, like he's trying to keep it in a continuous state right now, but I remember in the series, like his father said if Tanjiro kept breathing, and there's actually a method to where he can keep breathing to live forever, or like become immortal, essentially. And that's what I think. That's what Kibatsuji Muzen is trying to do by eating Nezuko, where basically once he absorbs Nezuko, then he'll basically be like Cars, essentially Cars from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, where he's conquered the sun. But we don't know if Muzen can do that, because when it comes to Muzan himself, like we do know that when it comes to the demons in general, actually, they're susceptible to Nezuko's fire. Nezuko's fire actually burns them as if they're being as if they're like being burnt by the or attacked by Tanjiro's breath of the fire god. But yeah, what did you think of the recent One Piece chapter? Okay, the recent One Piece chapter I thought was overall solid, because when it came to the chapter, it was mainly exposition, more exposition, and I thought when it came to Shuten Maru, that was something. That really was, where he actually just no, he actually just like was strong enough, attack speed wise, to destroy not only cut through Jack's blade, but also actually cut Jack. Like the only other people that we know in the series that could actually injure Jack would be Sengoku, Fujitora, and of course Zunisha, like when she freaking swung her trunk at him. But that was just like, and he just did, and it looked like he just did it so casually too. That's the crazy part. So honestly, I thought that was pretty crazy. And when it came to Kaido's reveal and what his devil fruit is, I need to do some research on because I know he's a Japanese dragon. And I need to do some research because I could have sworn there was something about like I remember like reading a while back, because the people of Wano, they look at Kaido as a wise king. And when I think of a wise king, via the Japanese box translation, I'm actually thinking of wisdom kings, like in Japanese lore. So maybe, and I could have sworn there was like a wisdom king that was a dragon at some point, but I'm not too sure. So I need to do some actual research on this, like on like what Kaido is, and that would actually really tie in with old Japanese lore about wisdom kings. But yeah, like, and not only that, but Kaido actually still has his horns. So those horns of Kaido's that he actually has in his, even in his human forms, those are actually still legit horns that are growing out of his freaking body. So that means Kaido should be an Oni, like Cars, like I mean, like Oars and Oars Junior. But maybe he's like a Oni human hybrid, where basically like kind of like how some fishmen they're half fishman, half human. Like Kaido could be the same thing. And honestly, I'd be scared about who the hell the woman was to freaking like sleep with a freaking Oni, especially if they're that big as Oars Junior or Oars. Ugh, that's some like that's some that's some deep web porn shit right there. I'm just saying. All right, let's see. Yeah, but overall, I thought the One Piece chapter was all right. I just hope like honestly like this kind of makes you wonder how powerful Shanks is. Because I remember reading in the actual Vivi card, it's definitely definitely a mythical zone. Yeah, yeah. Um, Kaido's Delphi, no question, is a mythical zone. Now, I'm sure some people are probably gonna say that, oh wait, since Kaido's a dragon, that means Monkey D. Dragon is not doesn't have a dragon devil fruit. And even though I still think he probably is a Wind Paramecia or Wind Logia, dragon, he could still be an actual legitimate dragon. I just think Kaido, he's just like one variation of dragon, because we do know Logias, they have different variations of the same devil fruit. So I think the same would apply to mythical zones, especially dragons, since they're like freaking, oh my god, there's like freaking shit ton of different types of dragons. You have like the elemental dragons that you can go with, like the standard like red dragon with fire breath, or you could freaking have like a black dragons and shit, like, and the Chinese dragons and shit like that. Like, yeah, there's a shit ton of dragons that you can go with. But yeah, like honestly, like Shanks was able to push this nigga back. That's the thing too. And not only that, but I've noticed that like he's actually like causing weather manipulation just in being that form. Similar to how Big Mom, like using her soul, her Zeus and Prometheus, she can like cause the weather to change, not just around around the entire archipelago of Totland. And Whitebeard, of course, like dude, destructive capabilities. Yeah, tilt the freaking ocean. Like so, like Shanks, a dude who just has hockey, is able to compete with all these dudes. Granted, though, like Shank probably has like because I think there's actually a variation between attack potency and DC. So Shanks can match up to those guys, but he doesn't necessarily need the DC or AOE to match up to them. He just needs like the actual, just like the raw physical power to match up to them, and that's probably through his hockey and shit. And not only that, but we haven't even seen like the different variations of Conqueror's hockey yet, if there is any. Do you know others that you can invite into the stream? Um, Not really, because the thing is, I haven't like really gotten out there that much with too many YouTubers in the community. Like some of my friends, like when it comes to my friends, like some of them, like they don't, most of them they don't really read manga series. They usually watch anime. So yeah. Hey man, I'm ready whenever you are. Oh shit, Rax. Um, all right. All right, Rex. Let me send you the link to Hangouts. I'll just send it to you on via chat, and yeah, just hop on in. Uh, um, all right, where's my live stream? My channel. All right, and here you go. Paste. All right, Rex. I just linked the Hangouts call so you can join. So just hop right on in. And I'll just delete it like right after you join in.
Oh, hello. How's it
Yo,
going?
Rex, what's up?
Nothing much.
I'm doing all right, man.
Just got back from the store. How's it going? What's the discussion right now? What are you talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about the recent One Piece chapter, and I was just like, yeah, I just got done like I'm talking about Kaido's devil fruit and like the myth and the potential, because like I feel like a lot of people are gonna start saying, or like mainly the dragon fanboys, they're gonna be like, oh man, dragon's not gonna be a dragon devil fruit user. But I was just explaining like when it comes to just dragon in general, like he could still have a dragon devil fruit. It's just probably gonna be the medieval type dragon.
Well, I've seen
You
a lot
know.
of theories that he's gonna have a storm Logia, like wind or
Oh,
something.
honestly, if you, I'd like him to have like a full I think it'd be like either a Wind Logia or Wind Paramecia. But if it's like a Storm Logia, that'd actually be pretty sweet.
That's possibly there. Actually, the one thing I was noticing in this chapter is I don't think Oda likes Jack at all. Like every time that dude shows up, he gets his ass kicked.
Oh, true that.
I
Like,
don't I don't think he's entered like one encounter and achieved what he's set there to do. He like loses
yeah,
everything.
yeah, he hasn't achieved what we set there to do unless like he does something cheap. Like, and the only time that happened was like when after he got, I guess he finally got bored of fighting Inuyasha and Nekomamushi. He just freaking gets in Caesar's gas, and he's like, yeah, fuck you.
I mean, he was able to pull ahead of him, but he didn't achieve what he went there to do. He wanted to get that ninja,
Yeah,
but
he
he was
tried.
only he wasn't even fighting them at their full strength because they didn't even have the full moon. He was only fighting half of them at a time.
Yeah, and Jack was only finding them in his base form too, because like we don't even know because like when it comes to endurance and stamina, I think Jack is fantastic, honestly. But we don't even know how good his arm at hockey is,
Yeah,
honestly. Yeah, and not only that, but now that I think about it, does Inuyasha or Nekomushi even have armor hockey? I would
I don't
think so,
prob-
since they travel with Roger to Rafto.
probably.
Yeah, but yeah, like honestly, I think like at the end, once the assault begins, I think if there were going to be a fight with Jack, I think it should be Inarashi and Nekomamushi as a revenge match.
I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, like
Yeah,
I don't think Jack has any investment to really fight anybody of the other main characters.
yeah,
Could
like
fight
he
him and they
like
drop
and,
their full moons or
yeah, and
something.
there's not yeah, and there's not really anything like that truly like really establishes Jack to fight. Like people would say that Jack's gonna fight Zoro because Jack is the right hand man of the crew, but
I
my
mean,
thing
he did
my
just
thing
give
is
him swords, and for some reason, when Zoro fights somebody, they just magically spawn swords. Like, do you
yeah,
remember
for
when he
example,
fought Pika and Pika had a sword for one panel?
yeah, like I'm like, dude, this dude literally needs no sword, and like a sword does not match this guy's character at all.
Yeah, he just likes to give people swords.
Yeah, I get it to go with the whole Zoro's gonna be the best swordsman thing, but at least like at bare minimum, I thought that was just lazy right there to just give Pika a sword for no reason, and especially when most of the fight Pika didn't like pretty much throughout the entire fight Pika didn't even use the sword.
You'd think it'd be like a
Like the
giant
set,
rock sword or something, but it was just
yeah,
like, hey, I'm just gonna have a random sword that came out of nowhere.
yeah. Like I'm just like yeah, that's just something to me. Like and granted though, Pika is like I think he's the third strongest of Doflamingo's men because the reason why I say he's the third strongest out of the entire crew excluding Doflamingo. The reason why I say he's the third strongest is because I still think Virgo overall combat wise is way better than Pika. Pika all he has is Devil Fruit.
That's believable, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, like, and if it wasn't for like the whole Kiros thing, like with Diamante, I thought Zoro would have just fought Diamante because Diamante is an actual sword user.
God, I was so disappointed with Diamante's Devil Fruit. He's like a flag man.
Yeah, I
Couldn't
mean,
use
I
that.
I think he actually. Do you think he's awakening? Like when he like actually shifted the Earth and turned it and actually made it flutter?
Maybe. I think Oda needs to get really on the ball and making Awakening like more obvious and setting everything out right now. Because that's one of the things that really
Yeah,
bothered me with the Katakuri fight. Is he invented a new way that hockey works instead of just giving Luffy Awakening, and that really bothered the hell out of me. And
yeah,
I
like
don't think it makes sense. I wanna do a video about it eventually, but the whole thing, it's like you get backed into a corner and you're like, you're in a dire situation and your hockey will just advance. But why didn't it do that to Katakuri then? That's what really confuses me.
yeah, and not only that, but you literally said even like a panel beforehand, the hockey gets weaker the more you fight. So how the hell does it like? I just didn't understand that. Like to me, it's just like, dude, you literally just gave him. You just threw this out here to say that oh yeah, hockey blooms as the more you fight in intense situations and stuff like that. Now I can understand that like when you're in intense situations and you're fighting and stuff like that, like and you get you like and they're getting stronger and more so they're having a feel for their opponent, but when it came to just the Luffy versus Katakuri fight, there was a lot of things that was just insane about the fight because first off, Luffy kept all right, and people keep saying that Luffy won the fight, even though here's how I determine a victor in a match: the first one down. Luffy was the first one to pass out cold and stuff like that, and Katakuri passed out right after.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I give Katakuri the win overall because Luffy still lost.
The thing though that kind of always bothered me about that fight is Katakuri was introduced as like this no, like he didn't fuck around. He got right to the point. He was very
And then he fucked
serious.
around.
Then he fucked around with Luffy until Luffy was able to figure out a way to advance his hockey,
Yeah,
and then just invent a new form on the spot. It
yeah,
was I don't. I mean,
yeah.
I imagine watching that fight out of context, it's pretty cool. But like story wise, I really don't like that one. And
Oh,
I haven't liked a lot of post time skip fights in One Piece, and I think it's
oh
because
no, even
Oda admitted that he doesn't like drawing fights, and I think since then they've really gone downhill because he's been open with it.
they really have like I mean like I like the team fights like back in pre-time skip like when
Yeah,
especially when we are going against like Moria and like freaking Oars like I thought that was like the honestly the best team fight in One Piece to be honest
it was really
like
cool
because
to see them all work together and shit. But now it's just like Luffy
yeah
does almost everything.
yeah like and when it comes to just I have a lot of issues with post time skip. Like when it comes to post time skip, like the characters they just feel stagnant to me. And I get you could say, but they got all their development during pre time skip. But it's like, but post time skip, you're supposed to see their new development as characters
Yeah,
that they got over the 2 year time skip. And Luffy, I mean, I guess you could say he values life more ever since Ace's death. But but you can only, but I thought there should be just more because Luffy had a mental breakdown. Like, and you don't just come out back. You don't just don't come back out of a mental breakdown, especially like the one that Luffy had. Just like, oh my gosh, yeah,
I think well they get all the development they got after the time skip was gone almost immediately after Fisherman Island. It almost
yeah,
immediately went away. Nami literally just became GPS. Chopper became the cute animal mascot.
yeah,
Usopp immediately won't go back to being a coward. Sanji became irrelevant as hell. Like there was no point to Sanji. Sanji
yeah,
used to be my favorite Straw Hat. Now he gets his ass kicked every 15 seconds. He's
yeah.
gonna be.
Like,
I
and
mean,
the
at
thing
least
is,
Brooke's been really cool lately.
oh yeah, Brooke's been like fantastic. Like,
It's
post
the
time
only
skip.
person that I've been like that's been really consistently cool throughout
Yeah,
the time skip is Brooke.
yeah.
My problem with Zoro is Zoro's cool, but that's all there really is to Zoro now. He's just
Exactly. Zoro like is just doing
super
cool
two
shit, but that's
dimension,
it.
and he just completely trashes everyone he fights. There's no
Challenge.
real tension in his fights. I mean, maybe
Like,
this will be the arc where it happens, but it shouldn't take like 7 or 8 years into a time skip for him to run into some
yeah.
form of competition.
I think the person that'll finally give him like a challenge would be Shutenmaru, honestly, because I think after this event that's going on in the chapter right now, I think
Avoiding.
Shutenmaru is gonna escape, and then Zoro's gonna confront is gonna find him somehow, and then he's gonna and because like right now Shutenmaru like he doesn't give a damn. He's ransacking like the village. He's stealing their shit, and he literally was about to kill a fucking old lady in the chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Zoro would fight him if something happens. So honestly, I'm looking forward to it because I think Shutenmaru and maybe the other three samurai that are still alive and about, they'll be the ones who can give Zoro a run for his money. There's also Orochi because Orochi was is a two sword style user, which was revealed like a few chapters back. So that would be interesting because that would actually be I think that would be the first two sword style user since Kaku that's faced Zoro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
with regarding that, I don't know how. Just thinking back, how did training with Mihawk for 2 years turn him into like a vagabond, like a super like vagabond? I don't understand that. I feel like he would have came out of there more of like Western style, or there's something to Mihawk, but not like I'm an old Japanese swordsman guy. trained with
Yeah,
a bunch
like
of monkeys.
like hey, that beats me there. But I think Zoro like probably just stuck to his roots because again, just
Possibility.
stuck to his roots like that, like where he still stuck
I
with
think
the Japanese.
I think it would have been cooler if he had one of like all three of his swords were different at that
Hmm.
point, like different types of swords, and then he had
Yeah,
three different styles, and then he could combine them all.
yeah. Like right now with Zoro, the oh hold on.
Because I
Right
don't know
now
what
with
he's doing with them right now because he's completely forgotten about this Ashura thing. He hasn't done it once since the time
yeah,
skip.
he hasn't done any of his demons ones. I think he actually I think he only did like one demon throughout the entire post time skip, and that was it. Like
I don't even remember him using it at all.
yeah, because most of the time Jordan really need to use it. He just been using like his 3,000 worlds or something like that. And I think when it comes to Zoro, I think like he like what Oda should do with him this arc is maybe just give him just give not only just give him challenges, but put him in a situation to where he really needs some form of development. Like put him in a situation. Oh, this would be fantastic. Actually, put him in a situation where he loses a battle, and will be the second match battle he loses
Doesn't he?
in
Other than the one sword he got from the skeleton dude, does he actually are the other two important at all? Because I know one of them is like a special sword.
yeah. One of them is childhood blade. The other one is the it's the same blade it's the same style grade blade as that Luffy has.
Oh, okay. I know
That
he's
Luffy has in
the only one I remember is the black one that he has. I don't remember the other two.
yeah, like it's not is it the Yubashiri? No, the Yubashiri was destroyed during Ennie's lobby because Zoro went against that Rust dude.
Because I was thinking
Um
like he should, other than like the special one, he should Oda should just have the other two get broken and maybe get some new swords now that he's in the freaking the super sword capital area where all these amazing sword dudes are.
yeah, like I think I know there's like the 12 supreme swords. So maybe like and I think Zoro's gonna get that sword that Luffy has because that sword is also a cursed sword and it's I think it's the highest grade of the Kitetsu blades because Zoro has the second highest of the Kitetsu blades on him right now.
Well, we're high enough into the series that he can get one of those like what's the top ranked one, and maybe he gets that
Yeah, the
before
12 supreme the
top
12 supreme swords.
Yeah, get one of those, like a
Yeah.
Mudok. Or maybe he gets
I
his
mean,
own sword.
yeah, I mean I wouldn't be surprised if Orochi has one of the 12 supreme swords.
It'd be cool. It's. I mean,
Yeah, like,
I'm close on that. Just like not caring about Zoro anymore at all because he hasn't done anything for me to really give a shit about him. So the only Straw
yeah.
Hat that's really caught my attention like this whole time is Brook. Brook's consistently cool. He's got
Yeah,
like
like
cool
Brook
parts scenes. Like Zoro just. It's the same problem I had with Zebra. If you've read Toriko, it was like, hey, wow, this dude's badass,
Zebra.
but it was, yeah, it was like Zebra's badass, but like that's all there is to his character. There was nothing else. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what I've got with Zoro right now. I mean, like I don't hate him, but I just it's like unless he's fighting, unless he's in a big fight, I don't really know why I should care
Yeah.
about him.
I felt like we should have got we could have gotten more out of his character if Mitsutoshi didn't skip 3 arcs because he was being rushed, I think. Yeah, like I mean I'm glad the dude
I think he
is
has
a
a lot.
manga. Yeah. I'm glad the dude is a mangaka again. Because like we did know like I think something crazy happened in Japan with him where like back in the 90s because he was actually a mangaka in the 90s.
Yeah,
But
he got busted for like prostitution shit.
yeah, like I think child prostitution or some shit like that. But
And she
I
was
don't
like
know.
6 months below the age limit or something. Like
Damn.
some misunderstanding, real shitty, but
Yeah, and I think they
either
like
way.
yeah, like people said that they actually made an example out of him. He actually didn't really do anything, but they just made an example out of him because he was suspected of it.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah, like
Have
Oda
you read his new one shot Build King?
Build King. Yeah, I read Build King.
I hope that gets serialized. That seems pretty cool. I like his weird ideas.
Yeah, Mitsutoshi, he's really creative. I really love that about him.
Yeah, yeah, you never know what you're gonna get from that dude. That's one of the things I like him. That's drawing back to One Piece. One of the things that has bothered me a lot lately is Oda's using the exact same arc over and over. I mean, it wasn't Dressrosa the exact same thing of like some evil king who all the people were tricked into thinking was great, and the real king was like, man, he's such a nice guy, but everyone was, he got forced out of his spot through some means, blah blah.
Yeah, like it's like it started like yeah, I feel you on that. Like because
Then we had to get to the war because like I was real actually like enjoying Reverie, and then it was just like cut back to fucking Wano, and I just don't care about
yeah,
Wano.
like I'm glad Wano finally started. I'm just waiting because it's common before storm, and I'm still looking forward to. I still do have faith in Oda. Like, granted though, my faith has like declined a little bit. Because again because of Dressrosa, and not only because of Dressrosa, but Whole Cake Island as well.
I hated those were awful arcs.
Yeah, like Dressrosa overall for me, like I thought it was even though I had my issues with Doflamingo and him not just freaking like him just not just stupidly not rushing to just go kill Luffy.
Oda, I think
But
Oda ruined his character. Like he was like this really like badass dude who just didn't give a fuck and had fun like being a villain, and then it turns out his backstory is he's like a prissy man child. Like
yeah,
what happened? Like
like
he was
honestly,
mad that he got his whole family like screwed out of their position, and then when punishment came to them, he just blamed everyone else and then never saw
like
the error of his shit.
here's the thing with Doflamingo. I still like him because honestly, like even though it's not saying much, because One Piece when it comes to villains, honestly, all they are just standard villains. Like the only other villains that like
I
really
mean,
actually
Crocodile was pretty cool. I like Crocodile
yeah,
still.
like
It's pretty cool.
that's what I was about to
Nell
say.
was
Only
fine.
yeah, like the only villains that stand out the most are Crocodile and Nell. And Nell is to me is just his relevance stands out so much more than him being a villain. Like his relevance stands out
Yeah, I
because
thought he
he's
was.
on the moon now and he's like freaking discovering all the freaking shit and technology on the moon.
I hope
And
he just that's where his story ends. He ends as a winner, and he just
yeah,
never
like
comes back. He doesn't fuck with Luffy or anybody ever again.
and
He just,
dude, imagine when he comes
continues
back.
his life.
Like, what if Noah? Like, even though I think it was stated that was it stated that like Pluton is buried somewhere in the sands of the original one is buried somewhere in the sands of Alabasta.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, man. Like, because
Like,
honestly, I'm. What if like Uranus or the original Pluton might be up on one of the freaking moons? Because One Piece has freaking six, I think 6 or 7 moons. So his relevance as a character it's going to be quintessential because I think at one point after like the One Piece is found and the war is about to begin, I think we might travel to the moon, and
maybe
or maybe beforehand.
he's just make that little clip of where Luffy and Goku fight in El Cannon, and that's actually what happens.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like another villain that stands out, of course, Rob Lucci, because of his whole
Forgetting Foxy,
ideology. Yeah.
the most
Fox.
the most overpowered devil fruit in the series.
Oh my god, the slow solo.
You get caught. The thing is about it is you get caught in that and you're dead. He just walks up and shoots you. That's what I was
Yeah. Like,
saying. And are you caught up with My Hero Academia?
no, no, like I'm like inconsistent with My Hero Academia. Like I cheat myself, like
Oh,
even though like I
Mushroom
cheat,
Chick, who's got honestly, I think the strongest quirk in the series so far, other than than like One for All or yeah, All for One. I mean,
mushroom.
yeah, this bitch can like grows mushrooms in your lungs and shit.
The fuck?
She like lays spores out. I'm like, how the fuck does she not just like wreck
And
everybody
somebody
in a
like
fight?
inhales the spores, they freaking grow mushrooms out of them. Oh my god,
Yeah, like I
like
don't know how this bitch doesn't just win every fight.
yeah, I mean like goddamn, like shit, that's actually pretty overpowered if that's the
Pretty,
case. Maybe like I need to get back on My Hero Academia, but I'm not. It's not like really a priority to me because I think My Hero Academia overall, I think it's a good series because I stopped reading it.
I think it's enjoyable. I think it's super overhyped.
Yeah, it's way too overhyped. I think the anime is fantastic.
Yeah, they have a
Um,
lot of good animation. I'm hoping Black Clover's anime gets better animation soon.
Oh yeah, yeah, same. But like I don't like. I think it's gonna be more difficult now because especially since the studio that helped the Black Clover, Studio Osaka, like which I think was the same studio that did all of Bleach's fillers. They got shut. They shut down, like and they went bankrupt. So Studio Period like suffered a massive blow since this was like their biggest support studio.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. I hope it fixes it. I really like a lot of what they're doing. Plus, the next arc is really good. No Witch's Forest.
Yeah, I
Just
mean, for me, the Witch's Forest arc was actually my least favorite arc,
didn't
like
like
one
that
of my
one.
least favorite arcs of Black Clover.
I really liked that. I didn't think it was my favorite, but I liked that one. And then right after that, it's gonna get to Zora, and that's all I really
Oh
want.
yeah. Royal Knights Exam. I'm looking forward to that. It's second favorite arc. Like right now, this current arc is my favorite arc overall. But but second favorite easily Royal Knights Exam. Zora, I freaking like him as I really like him as character. Like
Yeah,
he's one.
Zora's tied for my favorite in Black Clover
Of,
for sure.
yeah, my favorite for me personally, my favorite is Finral.
I do like
Um,
Finral. It's between for me, it's Zora and Marileona.
Zora Merliona. Yeah, like I think Merliona is solid, honestly. Like I think she's solid. I do want to see more like of her to really consider to see. I just want to see more of her and honestly all characters in general.
We've been
To see
getting a
her.
lot in this arc.
Yeah, we're getting a lot. Like, dude, he's covered. Like, he actually he literally completed pretty much Noel's entire freaking character arc. All Noel has to do now is just get is just surpass is surpassing Nozel in terms of combat ability.
Well, this is just gonna be part one because
Yeah,
Tabata said that he would go as far as One Piece if they would let him.
yeah. Like I
And
mean,
he wants to
yeah,
make Black Clover like the fucking shonen like version of Berserk.
yeah. Like if Black Clover does take a very dark turn, then like at some point, then yeah, like I think Sabata can go for it. Like because
I don't see
right.
them winning this arc. I don't think it's possible for them to win.
Oh, you don't like
No,
because of Lich.
Lick is way too strong. There's no way they
Oh
can
yeah,
defeat him.
yeah,
He's
dude.
got
This
the
dude, I don't know how the fuck he
He's
did
too
this.
strong. He's got the strongest of the three that we've seen so far for the anti
Yeah,
magic
because
sword.
we don't like because the Clover Sword like it only just it negates it undoes magic effects, right?
Hmm.
Essentially, even like spiritual magic effects or something like that. Because we do know that the elves they're cursed because of the reincarnation,
Hmm.
and they're actually susceptible to actually turning into demons. To be honest, I think Lich is kind of it might be helping them because that's the only way they could win. I think Lich might be helping them because I think Lich intentionally gave Aster the sword.
Uh, I don't know because then he wouldn't have to had to. He could have just helped them and not even take the other one. That's what would be a little bit confusing.
Yeah, I think
I think they're gonna have to flee after this arc. They're gonna leave.
yeah, you think you're gonna flee maybe to the Hearts Kingdom?
That's on their homeland.
Yeah,
That's the elves' homeland. They're taking it back. They're too strong. Like
yeah, I think that
they're struggling with like vice captain level elves, and they haven't even got to like
yeah, and
Raya, and Raya's OP as fuck.
yeah, and Rill is probably Rill is probably the third strongest of the elves. No, maybe he's probably as strong as Charlotte, or maybe a little bit weaker.
I'd put him up there, but yeah, that's probably like Rattress, Patri,
Yeah,
fucking Raya, Licked. If they
you think?
have Vito and
No,
Fauna
I
again,
actually think Raya is still stronger than Patri because
uh,
Patri even said to himself that Raya's like well at the
probably
beginning
now.
he surpassed them in combat ability. Plus Raya also did get that power boost too. So and now he can use two versions of different versions of magic at the same time.
Without that build up that he had, then yeah, probably he's too OP. He can just put down those portals and throw light speed swords at somebody right in their face.
Yeah, like actually I don't think the swords are light speed per se
They're
because I think
no,
the
they're light speed magic.
um
They said like 20 times that light
like
magic moves at light
like
speed in the world.
because I remember like when I looked at the story because I actually looked back at this because I do want to do a versus matchup between Asta and Yuma from World Trigger who's like one of the main characters. And I've been playing and I announced it like 2 years ago and I still been deviating because there's just been a lot because I've been on and off again with YouTube. Like I've been pretty inconsistent.
Yeah,
But when it came to this it seemed like they were more so talking about their movement speed wise, their light speed. Because there are some attacks like that like didn't really like seem like they're light speed. I get like when it comes to the magic speed of light, like in other series in general, it has to be explicitly stated that it's actually just as equivalent to that of nature's light.
they have
Um
to.
yeah, but yeah, like because I always thought like when it came to what was it? What was it like the constructs themselves they didn't move at light speed but it was more so just like the beams and the actual characters themselves actually dispersing stuff or like just moving straight at light speed because of the ability. But if the attacks are light speed themselves, then all right.
They are. There. It's noted in the official volume.
Oh, okay. So all of the attacks are light speed.
All of Lick specifically. You're accurate.
Even Judgment Cannon.
Yeah. All of his attacks are light speed.
All right.
It's just that's like the perk of light speed or of light magic. That's why Yami was struggling a little bit speed wise.
Yeah, because Yami he could like he was able to keep up with Lich, not moving at light speed, of course, but more so reaction speed wise because he had ki, and of course like also like because he can use magic to actually augment his senses even further. So that's like so yeah, I thought that was, so yeah like and Yami's when it comes to his magic does counter liches, but I thought like when it came to darkness magic, I kind of found it kind of funny because I remember like some people told me that like because I actually researched the speed of darkness, and even though it says it's slow in Black Clover, I remember like the speed of darkness being actually equivalent to the speed of light because it's at so basically let's say this you're in a dark room right you're in a room right and you have a flashlight on like the second you turn the flashlight off, that's how quick it like the exact moment the light goes off, that's how quick darkness is. It's equivalent to the speed of light. So I thought like so I was but I don't think too many people know about that actually.
I've seen that. I don't think anybody. I don't think really anybody uses that. I don't think I've ever really seen much for that in fiction.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought it'd be pretty cool if they actually made it that way. But
Because it's very much like that way, like very dependent on if light
yeah,
is affecting it, or light kind of just does it by itself.
yeah, yeah. But anyways, like I think like when it comes to what's gonna go on from here on out, like it's either like everybody's gonna have to gang up and to take down Lich, or
I don't see it. He's gonna one shot everybody. Like if Patri was as strong as Julius, like I don't see what anyone's gonna
Pichu
do.
wasn't as strong as Julius.
Is with this thing undone, he was.
Yeah, no, with his seals, no, that's because he literally released all the magic
he was
that he was
saving
stored up because he was absorbing magic. So
I
that
know,
way
but
yeah,
keep in mind that not only is he he's I think he's more powerful because he should be as strong as the first Wizard King, and then not only that he's got anti magic.
oh, you mean Lich? No, I was talking
Yeah,
about no, I was talking about Patri because Patri, I don't think he's like as strong as Julius because he had to do that
not yeah, he had to save up, but that's I don't even see like saving up. I don't see him being as strong as Lick. Lick is clearly he's too OP for any of them to really fight.
yeah, like Lich, like he literally just instant transmission and literally just took the sword from Aster like it was nothing.
I don't think they could defeat him is the thing. I don't think they could beat him or Raya. I think they're both too strong for everyone right now. They're gonna have to go and retreat.
Actually, I think like because yeah, especially since Marileona is injured, because I thought Marileona, if she actually was still 100%, it was 1-on-1 as opposed to the others showing up, I thought she might actually still had a chance against Raya.
Yeah, with Raya, yeah, but the thing is like with
But
Julius
Lich, hell
down,
no.
with Julius dead, I don't think there's really anyone that could do shit to
To
Lick.
Lich.
I think they have to leave. I don't see
Yeah,
them
I
leaving
mean,
this arc.
a lot of people, some people are speculating that Julius is going to come back because of the existence of Rades. Because Rades, his relevance as a character, he's just a plot. He seems like just a plot device just to bring back those who died. And it depends if Julius is if it's if they're still in time before Julius's soul I guess crosses over. Because again, when it came to the elf soul, Lich used the reincarnation magic to keep them in the actual world, not like transfer them to the other world. Because I remember there is another world that does exist within Black Clover that Patri used to use the power of the evil eye to revive the third eye.
Yeah, I've seen the theories too, but I know I think even with Julius back, the fact that they have a guy as strong as Lick with an anti magic sword, I don't see what they can really do.
Yeah, like it depends if they like it depends if they it depends to see how Lich can fully combat because right now we haven't seen the full extent of Lich's power. Granted, though, he was able to like completely
He was
Just
doing
for
that with like Raya said he wasn't even fully awake. He was like half asleep still at that point.
yeah, that was at the time. That was actually, I think that was actually no, that was actually before he actually started attacking.
Like to look back. I remember him moving and then Raya said that he was still half asleep. I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, like because it was when Aster he brought Aster to Lich, and then we see both Yuno and Lich still, just standing, just Lich still floating up in the magic sphere, and Yuno's just still standing there, just reincarnated as an elf. And then it wasn't until like Klaus and the glass user they started attacking, and then Aster goes in, and then Yuno wakes up. And then he cuts in and he's like, the one who's gonna be Wizard King is me, Asta. And then they start blowing back Klaus and the glass magic user, and then
Yeah.
Lich he remembers the massacre, and then he gets up and then he flash steps. I'm just gonna say flash step. Bring Bleach in here. He flash steps and just grabs a sword like, bitch, give me back my sword, and basically just starts fighting against Asta and them. But there could but yeah, it seemed like he was fully conscious, but I think Raya just couldn't tell because at the time.
Mm.
But from the looks of it, it seemed like he was fully conscious.
I don't know.
Like,
It
yeah,
still looked like he's like super like because he said half awake. It just looks like he's like barely conscious, like
mm.
in such a groggy state. Hype him up.
Yeah,
I don't see any way that they're gonna defeat him. Right? He's too powerful.
yeah. Like the only thing, the only explanation, like if you want to end this off on a good, like on the heroes win and shit like that, is if Lich was actually helping wanted Aster to help free the elves, because Aster, like essentially, he might be the reincarnation. He most likely is the reincarnation of the demon god, which most people are theorizing. Um,
I believe that Asta is still a nobody.
yeah, like because if he is the reincarnation of the demon god, then that actually does make Asta somebody, because
I don't want him
Asta's
to be a reincarnation because it's this whole thing is he's just a nobody.
yeah, like
And you've already noted that getting your magic drained when you're really young is can leave permanent damage. Saw that
yeah,
back when the little kids were getting all their magic drained. And that Asta getting there as a little kid, like an infant, maybe he originally had a lot of talent and then it
yeah,
just got drained and that permanently like crippled him.
yeah,
I think that would work a lot better. And maybe the fact that is probably an elf guy himself, like that whole bit.
yeah, like
He's probably the reincarnate. He's probably just like an elf, like
yeah, like
like
he
Lick's
probably is
son
just
or
like an
something. And maybe maybe his association with him is why the creature inside Asta's grimoire went for him. Who knows? But
yeah,
I really don't want Asta to be anybody like, oh, a reincarnation of our strongest guy, whatever.
yeah,
I
because
want,
there's
oh,
still
the only other thing that I could see of him any significance is if he's a dwarf. He's
oh yeah, that reminds me.
dwarf.
We still haven't been introduced to the gnome yet, or the Undyne.
Yeah, we haven't seen earth or water spirits yet,
Yeah,
but
those are two spirits. The
Asta could
Undyne and
be a
the gnome.
gnome or a dwarf. Think about it. I mean, who else could make a super magical weapon other than dwarves? I mean, he's also short. He's buff. He's super durable. He's gonna
Yeah.
be a dwarf.
Yeah, but like I think Sally is going to be the key to unlocking the secrets behind Aster's anti magic powers, and maybe even the origin of it.
I think it's whenever he starts to delve deeper into his book and like talks to that big spooky dude.
Yeah,
I don't even think that dude's a demon. I think he's a dark elf.
a dark elf. Oh yeah, we still haven't. Oh yeah, because
My theory is that because the elves are so loved by mana and they're not a war race, they're clearly like hate fucks with them up so bad and it just like makes them go crazy. And maybe once you get to a certain point, you become the exact opposite. You become hated by mana, and that guy got far enough that he became anti magic.
maybe like I think when it comes to like just the elves, like to me, like it's just like you just see nothing but parallels between them and the royals, and how they act, but like they're the royals on steroids essentially. And
I'm wondering what the reason why they hate all the royals so much, because
because,
I think it was Vito that said that they were the descendants of the traitor
yeah,
Sorcells, and I would explain why they have such natural high mana if
yeah,
they're
because
elf blood in there
the
somewhere.
first emperor was the prince of, was actually the prince of the Clover Kingdom. So was
Yeah,
so,
no, I'm
so
thinking I'm thinking there's I'm thinking there's maybe an elf that betrayed him.
oh yeah, definitely. Like I think that there might be another traitor. Like if it was like somebody could have possibly manipulated for all we know somebody could have possibly manipulated the first sorcery emperor or like brainwashed him to or like manipulated him to where he believed the elves were evil, but I don't think the first sorcery emperor would fall for that shit. Um Another thing is like I know a lot of people don't like to think about it, but what if it was Raya that betrayed the elves without him realizing it? Because there could be a lot of things into play here, especially since the elves they fuck with forbidden magic for God's sake. They fuck with demon magic. So there's just so many possibilities. So they could have been influenced by the demons to like screw over their people and just blame it on the humans. Because for all we know, the demons they could just feed off destruction and despair and like hatred and stuff. You there, Rax? You. What are your thoughts on Achir? No, Noelle's and Nozelle's mother. Honestly, I thought she was fine. Like, I would like to see what her character was like. She seems like she was like a really happy-go-lucky magic knight who was like, oh, you there?
Yeah, my internet cut out.
Oh, damn.
It's back though.
All right, well that's good. Yeah, I was just answering a quick question that Mercury asked about Noelle's mother. Yeah, I thought she seemed like just like a kind, nurturing, happy-go-lucky magic knight who honestly like she probably reminds me like she's probably like a maybe like could be like a female type of character similar to that version of Aster who is always like who always like likes to go into the front lines, protect her teammates. I can see her being like that.
I like
Like
that.
if we get more of a character.
I like how they
What
brought
happened?
up. I liked how they brought up at the time she was the strongest captain
Yeah, she was the
out of
strongest.
Rosalie.
Yeah, yeah. So and honestly, that gives Nozell a reason to become the strongest. Well, that's his end game goal. He wants to become the strongest Magic Knight captain. So I think when it comes to that, I think because honestly, if they keep Julius dead and they somehow win, um I think Fuego Leon is gonna definitely become the next Sorcery Emperor, especially
I would
with
like I'd like Nozzle to get the Earth Spirit. I don't want. We don't have any other Earth people yet. Soul doesn't need it.
wait, Nozzle?
Nozzle,
You mean
good.
you mean
Nozzle. I don't call him Noza. I call him Nozzle.
no, I mean like you want him to get the Earth Spirit? Don't you mean
Yeah,
you want
give
him
it
to
to
get the
him.
Water Spirit?
No, he's metal. Metal's a mineral.
Uh well he's Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah, he's Mercury, yeah.
Yeah, he's a metal type. Give it to him. Let him get some sick like giant metal creature. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think that yeah like oh yeah he is an Earth deviant so I would put him in the Earth deviant like I don't know if that would also apply put him in the Water deviant like in between like Earth and Water
I don't
like
think so, because like with the Earth, you could pull more metal out of the ground. I don't think
yeah
you
and
can
not
pull
only that but
more
he's
water.
way more versatile and honestly I'm surprised like I don't think it was ever stated but I don't even think he has Mana Zone yet like just imagine if he has Mana Zone and I think Noelle's actually starting to get Mana Zone to be honest because
I didn't think it was Mana Zone. I thought it was just like her armor affecting the shit around her.
yeah like
With Mana Zone, if it was Mana Zone, her spear would have like formed in a different direction and
yeah,
attacked.
because she takes control of the mana in like the surrounding atmosphere, and then can use the same magic ability. Like for example, like Mara Leona did, where she was able to use multiple of the same magic ability, just like that, and or even fire it from different directions.
Yeah,
Yeah, like because yeah, like that ability of hers, that's pretty overpowered. Like
I don't want too many mana zone people running around. I like there's a good spread of different abilities so far.
yeah,
That's what I like about Tabata. Is he has a
yeah,
lot of he's got a lot of versatility things that he could
yeah,
use
he
for
does.
me. I like
He-
Mana Zone. It looks like he's gonna keep going, building more. I think he does a lot of research. He seems pretty smart.
yeah, he seems pretty
Like I don't
Todd does seem pretty
you
smart.
read Hungry Joker?
I read the first couple of chapters of Honey Joker, and I did like it. I need to finish it though.
That was like one of the most unique ways to give people powers I can think of.
Yeah, it's like they got
I
axed.
thought that was really cool. Yeah, a lot of I don't like Shonen Jump because they axe too many things too quickly.
Yeah, like they do axe a lot of good series. I guess it's based off the fan popularity pool.
I don't think they give enough time is the problem. They give them
Yeah,
like
and
3 months, and then it's like, well, you didn't sell your first volume, didn't become a
yeah,
huge
like
success. Get out.
for example, like I kind of hated that how they axed the Iron Knight. I'm
So
happy that it got a freaking tragic ending too. Like it sucked. Like it got a tragic ending too. To the series. But I'm glad the author was dedicated enough to the series to actually give it like a good ending, even though he was getting axed.
yeah, and then he did Red Sprite that got axed. I'm mad. I'm super mad that Golem Hearts got axed. I really was looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, Golem Hearts. Yeah, I was really looking forward to that too because granted though, I was a little disappointed when it first started, in my opinion, because I just thought like the when it came to the one shot, it was just way better. Like when
Well,
it came to
it looked like it was working up to the one shot.
yeah,
He was pretty far along in his adventure when he showed
yeah,
up in the one shot versus where he appeared. I don't know. I think he should have stayed younger for a while, and then maybe it would have
and then
helped
like
him. I don't know. Either way, I'm still upset about that. I really like the idea. I like the main character having a cool Earth power.
yeah.
I like it when characters have really like abilities that you wouldn't think the main character has. It stands out. That's one of the things I like about Asta. But one of the things that kind of bothers me about Deku is Deku's power is so boring.
Oh, all for one.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
just super
but
strength.
one for all, not all for one. Oh shit.
Yeah, one for all. It's such a bland power. It just doesn't get me excited because he doesn't have a lot of. I mean, he came up with a shoot style, but that was just like, hey, what if I put more into my legs? And it's like, okay, and then like, what are you gonna do from
Yeah,
there?
because he wants to deviate from All Might, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't. I don't know how much stuff he can do unless he gets like a second power somehow. I mean, then you could do a
Yeah,
ton of
like
stuff
because
then.
yeah, like because when it comes to one for all, it's not just that like just to boost your strength and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of other quirk users, not just non-quirk users, had one for all at some point. Um,
Yeah, I
like
think they had. Like he should have gave it to Red Riot. The dude would have been fine using it from the start with that hardening power.
yeah, yeah. If it was my boy Mario Mirio, like I thought like
There's too
that
many
what
people that could have been better with it than Deku.
yeah. Like Red Riot, holy shit! Like when he became Red Riot the Unbreakable, that was like fuck.
That
Like
was
when it first started out, I was like, that
really
was like, dude. But yeah, like they're just when it comes to My Hero Academia, there are a lot more characters who are just I guess portrayed much better. But I think that's how Horikoshi wants to do it, so that way Deku could actually remain an underdog. But it's like you can only do so much with that because it's the same
yeah, but
thing with
he's
Aster
not
too.
an. The thing though is he's not an underdog because he's so much stronger than everybody else in his class. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like exactly. Like it's the same thing with well, no, Aster he has more going for him to make him an underdog as opposed to him just having anti magic. Because like again, like when it comes to anti magic, I
He
just think
misses out. Yeah, he misses out on a lot of different abilities he can get that other people
like
get.
when it comes to the anti magic thing, like you a lot of people could argue that when it comes to that, like Aster was given a very OP power in a world full of magic. He is given the ability to basically negate, absorb,
Well,
and absorb magic.
anti-magic is only as it's based on a tool. It's only as good as the user.
Yeah, like it's only as good as the user. And when it came to that, like yeah, I thought Aster originally should just gotten magic tools and just worked his way up, you know, using like and actually be more and be like very creative. But I got fine with that. Like I just don't hope that Tabayuki just doesn't make Aster like just like the reincarnation of the demon god. Because I get his name is based off of Astaroth, who was a Duke of
Yeah.
Hell, and like some people do speculate that is just an elf. That maybe may have been rivals with Lich. They speculate that may have been that one elf that whose face was never shown because it was covered by his hair,
Yeah.
and or because like honestly like some people because I was wondering why the elves were so fucking surprised when has still had control of his body. If in fact was really the child of Lich and Tetia, and it's like, dude, if he was a baby when he died, then of course he's gonna have full control when he's being reincarnated. Like that's just a no brainer. So that's how that like I don't but I think, and some people do speculate now that Aster may be the reincarnation of the baby. But who knows? Because the baby may have, but most likely did get reincarnated at some point. Like but because as we know, like mainly it was Patry who got fully reincarnated, but we don't know if the baby got fully reincarnated or not. And Tetia, she was actually still there too. So do you think Tetia got reincarnated as well?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I just wonder who that would really kind of like line up being.
Yeah, like because he what Patrick woke up like when he was when William was what I think 14 or 15, like no right when he got his grimoire, so yeah 14 or 15 because that's when the Clover kids they get their grimoires, right? 15 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so he
I think we'll get some stuff for it near the end of this arc. I think that'll be kind of the eventual payout.
yeah. Oh, Mercenary says I can't wait to finally see Papa Sylvia.
Oh, Papa Silva. Oh yeah, he's gonna be some
Yeah,
spooky water mage.
yeah, like I think he's gonna be the person to actually further teach Noelle how to use her water magic and probably teach her how to use it in different ways. Like
I'm hoping she can't control like after this arc. She just can't use her thing again. They
mhm.
can't use her full form.
Yeah,
Otherwise, she's too OP.
yeah, like her full form is too OP. Like there may be ways to bypass it because like for example like because it's like basically anything that she touches or like and it was revealed this chapter whenever she uses Nagas cannon as well, it actually just does disrupt the person's magic. But maybe what I'm thinking is maybe like when it comes to like, I think Noelle can be bypassed by like a spatial magic user like easily, especially somebody who can who can like especially like a spatial attack magic user like for example Ratri.
Yeah,
Yeah, like and I think Noelle like she may get nerfed, but like but she may go against people that can probably shut her down.
I think she'll just like be able to maybe summon like her lance for like
Yeah,
to start out, just like parts of it.
yeah,
As long as she, I don't just want her to be too strong
yeah. Like
out of it. But
yeah.
uh,
Plus she
I like
does
where
need
things are
training.
going. Yeah, I like where things are going though,
Yeah,
and maybe eventually she'll get that water spirit.
yeah. Like I think she should be trained with some like because wait, didn't the captain of Honorable Roses like actually have like a javelin that that she used against Yami when she was
It was like I think it was like a rapier.
yeah. Wasn't it like I could have sworn it was like a spear. It was called like battle spear or something like Rose battle spear or something like that.
I have to check. I'm pretty sure it was like a rapier.
Oh no, like I think you're thinking of Lich when back when he was back when he was like a legitimate back when he was like
I'm looking.
in the day because oh yeah that most likely is gonna be Aster's next sword.
I'm looking real quick. I'm pretty sure I had to double check. I've talking about her like her big attack. I'm talking about like the sword she was using in her hand.
Oh, the sword she was using in her hand.
Yeah, her big attack was like it was like a javelin or something.
Yeah, the sword she was using in her hand. I think that was like a rose straight sword. I don't think it was a rapier. It could be though. It probably is.
Kind of
It
looks
may
like
have
a
been
claymore now that I'm looking back at it.
a claymore.
Yeah, probably.
I
Yeah,
think it's
something.
supposed to be a claymore.
I don't know, some big old broadsword.
Yeah, like it's probably like a broadsword or straight or like a straight sword or something. I don't think it's claymore. Like like I'd see like honestly I'd see her like just be swinging that thing like Guts would if it was a claymore.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna dip out of this. I'm gonna play more of the Soul Calibur game. Have you gotten it yet?
Oh, is that the newest Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I need to get that actually because
I got it on
yeah, I
Steam.
haven't played Soul Calibur in a minute. Like last time I played was actually a few weeks ago, but I was playing Soul Calibur 4 um against my buddy. Like and basically I just freaking I just freaking like keep spamming who was it? Keelik
Yeah.
on his ass because I
Well, they
just
got. I mean, I've only been using the freaking create characters in this one.
oh, you've been using create characters?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't.
is it much better than the previous games?
Seems like it. Seems pretty smooth.
All right, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, there's a freaking like little tournament going on a Discord server I'm in tonight, so I have to. I'm trying to get good.
All right, nice man, nice.
All
Well,
right.
best of luck to you. Oh, quick question before you leave.
Yeah.
Mercenary X86 acts. Have either of us ever seen have
I
seen?
haven't watched the new season yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched Daredevil. Like I know what you're about to say. You're like, dude, fuck man. Why haven't you watched Daredevil yet? Like I don't know, man. Like when it comes to Marvel TV shows, like I heard Daredevil was great, so I'll give it a chance. But when it comes to Marvel TV shows, like I thought Iron Fist was absolutely stupid.
I'll get
Uh,
back eventually. I'm not a huge Marvel guy.
yeah, like I'm more so a DC guy.
Yeah, I prefer
Yeah,
DC too.
yeah, because
You ever watch
Marvel.
that new Titan show?
No, I have not watched Titans yet. I do want to watch it.
It's actually not that bad.
All right, like I do want to watch it because I saw like the designs for Hawk and Dove, and they actually freaking got them right.
They look cool. I'm hoping that they just say that Starfire is a metahuman. Because my only problem is she doesn't look anything like Starfire. Like it's silly. I
Yeah,
saw these people have been like, "You don't like it? Starfire's black?" And it's like, no, because she doesn't look like Starfire. She's orange.
like here's
She's
the
supposed to
thing.
be
Like here's what I said.
orange.
Here's what I said. They could have pulled off Starfire, like
They could
because
have.
yeah, like even like and not only that, even if she was black, I've seen the actress with straight hair before. If they actually just gave her like dyed it orange, not only that, but actually gave her like one of Starfire's outfit, preferably the Starfire Rebirth outfit, she could have actually looked the part decently. Because I'm just gonna base off the actress off of how she portrays herself as Starfire.
I
But
think they want. I think they're planning on giving her a classic suit eventually.
I hope so. Because honestly, when I saw the outfit, I'm like, yo, she looks like one of those freaking hookers
And
who,
she looks like a hooker from The Fifth Element.
yeah, like she looks like a hooker who'd suck your dick for $1. So I'm like,
It's just
yeah,
goofy. I don't know. Maybe it'll be different. Yeah, I don't like them changing stuff like that. I just think it's it's pointless.
yeah,
But whatever.
yeah.
I can't do anything about it. All right, yeah. Talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Thanks for joining in.
Yes,
Let's keep talking to you.
talk to you too.
All right. She, she gets a better outfit later. Oh, mercenary. You already caught up with Titans. So she does get a better outfit later. Thank God, thank God. Because that outfit, like I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, this would be okay if you started off like for the first 2 or 3 episodes, but immediately change it, I'd say. But is Titans like very slow paced mercenary? Because I do want to watch it, and I am thinking about investing into the DC streaming service. Actually, let me actually look up the DC streaming service real quick. DC Universe Online. Honestly, this is my issue with DC sometimes. It's like, dude, wait, is this the freaking streaming service or is this the freaking game? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm fucking up right now. DC app like because they usually have DC Universe this, DC Universe that, and I'm like, okay, but then now it's like, okay, DC Universe. Are you talking about the freaking online game or are you talking about the freaking streaming service now? But yeah, like Titans, I'll check out. I'll definitely check out. Let's see what else is on here for DC streaming services app. Oh my god, CW. I'm watching it online. I don't have to. I don't have the streaming services. Oh, okay. All right. So I probably just. I guess I'll just look. Yeah. Before I even invest into this shit, let me just look up the some of the episodes online and then I'll check it out. But it does have some shows I would like to just watch on a regular. But oh wait, are you able to read the fucking comics? Um, if you're able to also read the comics on the DC streaming service, then I actually may get this. But granted, though, I'm a bad boy and I do read it on the on Read Comic Book Online. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, like I guess I'll just watch one episode, like the first couple episodes of Titans on the on online, and then I'll check to see if and look more into the DC streaming service, and see if I'm gonna like actually subscribe to it, because I do see some comics here and there, but maybe these comics are just for are just for like the Titans TV show, where you just you actually see which version of the character they're interpreting. So from the looks of it, it seems like when it comes to the comics, it seems like Robin Year One is gonna is that like what they're basing the Titans Robin off of? And we also have Hawk and Dove from the Hawk and Dove comics. Um, oh my gosh, I just saw like one of the freaking comic papers. Oh, this is the new 52 version of Hawk and Dove. All right. And one of the titles for Hawk and Dove says Hawk, but Hawk is X out. Then it's like, no, it's Batman and Dove, bitch. I'm getting that poontang. All right. All right. I'll check that out later. Have you been reading Eden Zero? Okay. When it comes to Eden Zero, I have not been reading it. Like I read the first few chapters of Eden Zero, and I thought it was actually okay. I thought it was okay. I honestly thought it was okay. Like I did have my gripes that the character designs did look pretty much bare bones like Fairy Tail, but I have to remember that Hiro Mashima, he does reuse some designs. For example, like go back to Fairy Tail, Jalal, and go back to Rave Master. There's another character that looks exactly like fucking Jalal. But then I started reading Eden Zero bit, and I'm like, is this like is Eden Zero, Fairy Tail, and Rave Master like connected in like or all of the Hiro Mashima series like connected into like some strange universe? I know Rax does videos on FT Eden Zero, so I may just check out a couple of his videos. I'm not gonna look at the F Fairy Tail ones because look, man, like when it comes to Fairy Tail, it's just me, but I just didn't enjoy it anymore. It just was just really stupid. I stopped reviewing it. Like there's some things I was wrong on. Like even and I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. Like wrong on when it comes to some aspects, especially like some chapters I reviewed for Fairy Tail. But when it comes to mainly just that series, I just could not. I just couldn't like take it. I just really couldn't take it, and I gave it so many chances. Honestly, I like Fairy Tail, like because I was just already that far invested into the series. But I just stopped after when it came to that one scene where what's his face? Handsome. Ichi, I think. He and what was the other guy's name? Was it Freed? The one that's part of Laxus's group, his right hand man. They when they one shotted the one of the Spriggan 12, and I did find out later that it was a cyborg, because I did read a little bit more further to see the ending of Fairy Tail. So, um, but yeah, like I still hated how he got one shotted, like by Laxus like that. When it came to the Natsu versus Gray fight, where Natsu was END and Gray went insane because he thought Juvia died, and Demon Slayer magic it corrupts the soul even further. But Gray just like destroyed the frost magic user, who was like one of like Zeref's like chief advisor or something. I just there were a lot of parts, and the whole shit with Urza and her mom, that was just like, but essentially, like I'll give Eden Zero a chance because it's a new series. I'm willing to look the other way from Hiro Mashima's previous series. You know, I'm not gonna like. I don't think I'm gonna invest myself into Fairy Tail 100 year quest. That's just me. But Eden Zero, I think it's fine overall right now. I I'll read where else where I'll go from here. Like I'll hop back into it like one of these days. But yeah, All right, so I think I'm gonna cut. I think that you'll enjoy it. Um, yeah, maybe. Like, I mean, I think I do think I'll enjoy it. I don't know if it's I just like because I think I do love space exploration. Like I am big on sci-fi. I'm a nerd on sci-fi. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. That's why I fucking like, dude. Oh my god. I think the scans come next week because the official chapter for release for World Trigger, the first one in 2 fucking years, is gonna hit on next the Monday after next. So next week, Thursday, because I know Manga Stream picked up World Trigger before it went on hiatus. No, next week Friday. The scanlation wise, World Trigger chapter should be out, and I'm a huge fan of sci-fi. So maybe I enjoy Eden Zero for the sci-fi aspect of the series, because there's so much you can do with sci-fi. It's insane. Like there really is. Like it's just you can do as much with sci-fi as you can do fantasy because fantasy is based off lore and mythos. I mean, sci-fi does have lore and mythos to it too, but I just really love sci-fi series. So I think I'm gonna so I will give Eden Zero a chance in that aspect too, because I just like seeing new planets, seeing what the worlds are like, the alien inhabitants of that world, how they interact, like what's their traits. Like I really like that shit. I really like that shit. Um, but yeah, like yeah, sorry about that. Like shit, I'm hyped for World Trigger right now because I just talked about it. Like I was so happy when it's revealed like temporarily right now at this point in time, Viz Media is actually allowing you guys to go back and reread the from the intermission chapters from the end of the Alpha Character arc all the way to the current chapter of the B rank Wars arc, which is like almost like 100 chapters for free for like I think right now like 13 days. So I was just really excited about that. Like I just thought it was just fantastic of like reading the World Trigger stuff. I even and not only that, but you actually get more info about like certain characters, their bios, and not only that, but you actually get setup and explanations of different things and find out different things about the series because the mangaka like he's like really in tune with his fan base. What do you think that you'll do? When do you think you'll do a review for the recently released chapters? Okay, my plan is tomorrow. I had to pick up like an extra hour of work, but I work early in the morning, which is like really good. So I'm only working 5 hours tomorrow. So I plan on getting my Black Clover review out because honestly, that's gonna be the easiest in my opinion. Um, out tomorrow, like at late afternoon, early evening hours because my video does take time to render and process, like freaking 2 hours sometimes. Like if I'm doing like a 15-minute video or some shit, like actually 3 hours. That's just some insane. I need faster internet and faster RAM. I'm actually going to school for this crap. Like I'm actually studying computers. So there you go. Fun fact about the Duke Yonkos. But yeah, and I'm just assembling a PC soon, a laptop soon. That's gonna be fun. I already just assembled a desktop, but Black Clover should be out by late tomorrow, like around like the evening hours. One Piece, I am going to do some research. I'm actually gonna dive in, do some research about like about Kaido and mainly the dragons, like the Japanese dragons, and see what type of dragon that Kaido is. And they called Kaido a wise king in the Jamine's box translation, but I think they meant wisdom king. And wisdom king, like I think they are mythical creatures within the Japanese folklore. So I need to look up that too. And I think Onis, and maybe dragons as well have been said to be wisdom kings. So I need to look up that and do some research. And I'm actually gonna do that. Like now, I'm gonna actually try to edit my videos more instead of just like doing like just jump cuts. Like for example, my World Trigger announcement video that I just did recently, I just put I actually put freaking memes for the first time within the video. So I think I'm gonna try to do that with the chapter the chapter reviews to make it like more, exciting and shit. But that's just me. Right then and there. When it comes to what else? What other series do I have to come out with? Like, I do want to get out a World Trigger discussion, and I think I need to redo my Finral discussion video as well. Like, because I just really didn't like how the video turned out the first time, so I'm just gonna redo it. But yeah, that's pretty much my plan. Like, that I'm gonna try to get done this weekend, and yeah. I think that you should do a Wizard King candidate video in the future. Hold on, let me turn my camera on real quick so I can freaking look at you properly. As you say that. Like, mercenary. You're kidding, right? Dude. Holy shit. Let me freaking link you right now. I already did a video. Like, I already did a video like weeks ago. Like, I think like over a month ago, actually. Like, on who I think will be the next Wizard King. Let me freaking link you to vid. All right, there you go, Merce. Yeah, there you go, man. Like, you can watch that video for your pleasure. Like, I did go into depth. But I felt like I should explain a bit more when it came to that video. But yeah. Like, Fuego Leon, I think he's overall the best candidate to become the next Wizard King, because not only do the Royals like him, but also the common folk and everybody in the kingdom, they back him. They love him. From what was stated by Leopold in the chapter he came back. Even though I thought it was like really convenient that he got chosen by the Salamander Spirit, like just like that out of nowhere. Because I thought, but again, like, we don't know like where the Salamander Spirit has been this entire time, ever since it left Fauna's body. Granted, though, the reasoning, like, it chose Fuego Leon, I thought it was kind of shitty, because it's like, why did it choose Elf Fauna? Because, like, why did it choose Elf Fauna, especially when Elf Fauna was filled with nothing but hatred? So why the hell did it choose Elf Fauna? And then, like, so I thought, well, when it came to the explanation, it was just really shitty. On why it chose Fuego Leon. But yeah. But overall, I think Fuego Leon right now should be the best candidate. Yeah, he doesn't have complete control of it, and he even said it himself. So that's actually him to make even more strides to be strong. But right now, Fuego Leon, aside from William Vengeance, even beforehand, remind you, Fuego Leon, aside from William Vengeance, was the next candidate to become Wizard King, because he got the most points, and he showed that he was just as good as a leader. Because we found out from Marileona that when it came to the Crimson Lions in the Golden Dawn, they would could actually either be first or second. Like, they were actually interchangeable each time, and the Silver Eagles would always stay in third. So right then and there, since William is out of the picture, and if Julius does stay dead, then Fuego Leon is clear bones the next candidate, especially now that he's awake, based on the context of the story, of course. So, and of course the power, of course the point system, because like, a lot of people I've noticed, they seem to ignore the point system that Julius established, and that's what he specifically established to incorporate and show, and actually have the Magic Knights show leadership, and not like fight for their own selfish gains, and also to actually get the commoners and the middle class into the Magic Knights, and gradually we see the point system work to where, and also when it came to like the individual Magic Knights itself, we actually see the changes in them, because some of the Royals, they were also put together with some commoners here and there. and so on. And their mindsets, they started changing gradually over time. Do you think I'll do a Noelle video at some point? Yes, I'll do a Noelle video because Noelle, like her character is essentially completed right now. And honestly, I'm just gonna talk about how Noelle, in my opinion, is one of the best female characters in modern shonen currently. Because this right here, it just completely developed her. Now, when it comes to her next step, I think when it comes to her next step, like as a character, I think she should be given a goal, like a goal that she comes up with her own, not like what Mera Leona gave her to surpass her siblings. I think she should have another goal, honestly, like something that she will strive to be. Maybe she'll strive to be like her mother, just like Nozel, and then that'll actually make the siblings rivals. But I actually want Noelle to like I want Tabayuki to keep going further with Noelle's character, or like put her in situations where she does need development as a character. Like because we already got like pretty much essentially her entire character arc pretty much completed. All that's left is for Nebra and Solid to finally to acknowledge her as well, and that's it. That's it. She finally completed the goal that she's been trying to do ever since she was first introduced as a character. So honestly, Noelle, like she's just great as a character in my opinion. She's like she's the best. She's from a characterization and character development standpoint, she's definitely top five easily. Like like Black Clover, like because one of the things that Black Clover I felt was lacking in beforehand was the character development, because the character developments, they felt like a little bit too rushed for the character, but that was back when Black Clover was like extremely fast paced. And I'm glad that Tabayuki, ever since like after the Witches Force arc, he finally slowed down the pacing of the story, because we actually got some really good development for characters like Mimosa. Like she wasn't kidding when she said that she was gonna get make herself stronger, and she went from this girl who was just good at all she was useful for was just healing, to where she can actually use attack magic, and she was actually very useful in battle. Like she was actually able to use her vegetation magic as a parasite to break into Soul's Golem I think. So honestly, like and you also had who else? Zora, of course. Zora's character, I just thought it was great. Do you see the king surviving this arc? Honestly, the king, I think he's just a dud, honestly. Like I really do. Like I think he's just like a big dud, and he may die if Lich, especially if Lich shows up, he may die. So like Lich, Raya, Rattri's already on his way there. But again, Fines is there as well. So is Finral's father and his stepmother. So Finral, it's his time to shine, and I think the king is actually weak from an overall power standpoint, especially since he's a royal. He just as they explained in the previous chapter beforehand, since he's a royal, he never really had to train. He never really had to train much, and I get like magic power comes to them naturally, and the instinct to use them comes to them naturally. But the king, I remember, I need to look back at the story, but when he was first introduced, when Augustus was first introduced, and then he's like, and then the people, they weren't cheering for him, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on?" and shit like that. Feel my power. I am your freaking king, motherfucker. Like, I think some people actually said that they barely could sense his, like, or they couldn't even sense his magic power because it was so low, or some shit. So it could be that he's just a dud. Maybe he could have compressed his magic power to where like he actually, like, once he like fully reveals his power, like he could be like overpowered as fuck, or probably as strong as Julius maybe. But again, he wanted Julius to go protect him because he's a royal. He probably could just be a dude that just has like just that royal mindset where he's like, "Oh, I'm superior above all of you, including the royals here, because I'm the king. I'm the highest level of authority. So you shall do my respect," and shit like that. But anyways, I don't know about the king. The king, I think he might die, honestly. But who knows? who knows? Like he like I can see Raya killing him or Rachi severely injuring him. But there's also like I think the princess and the queen that we haven't seen yet because we did see two silhouetted figures that were sitting by the king when the castle town was being invaded. So I think that could be the princess and the queen because Fines is the king's niece, I think. So who knows? Not only that, but like I'm just gonna make a troll theory here. Like this is really a troll theory. There's really nothing backing up. But like if the king does have a daughter, what if he had like an oldest daughter at some point and it's revealed that the oldest daughter is actually Finral's mom? Because it was never revealed who his mom was or like what type of person she was. So I'm just making this troll theory up right on the spot. If it does actually happen, then I'm taking all credit for it. Like I'm taking all credit for it. Just saying. But anyways, yeah, the king. Especially if Lich comes in, Lich, Patry, Ratry, I think he's gonna die. You think Noelle will eventually join the Silver Eagles? I think Noelle will be offered to join the Silver Eagles to be by her brother, but I think she'll decline to stay with the Black Bulls because she sees them as more so as family than she does her siblings. I'm pretty sure she still does at this point in time because right now it's time for her and Nozelle. They're basically gonna start building their relationship finally after all these years. Like they're basically gonna start building their relationship from the ground up, similar to how Rukia and Byakuya started building the relationship from the ground up again after it was revealed. Because I look at Noelle's relationship with Nozelle as Rukia's relationship with Byakuya from Bleach because it's pretty much the same thing, like just with different instances and different things happened. The circumstances were different, of course, but yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna end it here for the stream. We went for about an hour and 30 minutes, which I'm happy for, and the stream actually was pretty good. I would like to thank everybody who came out. Big shout outs to Rax the Hero. There will be a link in the description to his channel for you guys to check out. And yeah, Mercenary again. Thanks for hopping into the stream, joining. It's always a treat to have you. I didn't say hi to Major D. Major D, what's up? MICB Bib. I don't know. It has second pronunciations. 1, 2, 3. Allen. Who else showed up? Shouts to you guys. Thanks for showing up for the stream for a little bit, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here, call it quits, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.